In this video, I'm going to share with you my Forex trading results for July. I'm going to go through my trade records, my weekly data, and how much I made or lost for July. Hi everybody, I'm Emily from the channel Mindfully Trading. If you're new to my channel, I'm sharing my journey as I grow and develop as a trader. I am still a beginner trader and I am still working on that journey towards becoming consistently profitable, and this is my journey. So in this video, I'm showing my results for trading Forex for the month of July. If you've not been keeping track of my previous videos, I started trading Forex right at the end of April. So I've done May, June, and this is my third month of trading live with a small account starting with £500. So let's dive onto the computer and let's break down my trading data. Okay everybody, so we're on my weekly review metrics spreadsheet. The spreadsheets that I'm using in this video, if you are interested in them, I have got links below where you can download copies of those, and they're really useful just to track your data and for this purpose for reflecting and reviewing trading performance. And I'm just looking on the monthly page here just to give you guys an overview of where I'm up to for my Forex account. So as I said before, I started right at the end of April with a starting balance of £500, and in May, I lost £44.23. In June, I lost £11.04. So I started July with a starting balance of £423.11. And just before we dive into the actual P&L for that, I just want to have a quick look back for the notes that I made for June. Because generally, I just break down my results, how many trades I took, how many were wins and losers, and a general kind of comment on my trading performance, reflections on things that maybe I've done well and things I need to improve on, as well as some goals for the following month. So my goals for July was to follow my trade plan and let the plan work, follow my strategy exactly, and also to integrate more mindfulness and meditation to help develop patience and focus. So they were the main goals that I was to tackle for July. For June itself, I had quite a choppy month because there was a lot of inconsistencies with my strategy. I was getting a little bit confused and I was trying to do kind of loads of different things and not really following a set rounded plan and strategy, and that's what I've tried to develop in July. So I do need to just break down and analyse through my results, which I'll do in just a moment. But I have done a lot less trades for July because I've basically switched from this kind of day trading using the intraday time frames, the 15 minutes and the hourly, to actually focusing on the larger time frames, the 4 hourly, the daily and the weekly, and because of that, as a result, I've taken less trades in July and I've been trying to focus more on quality over quantity, and usually that means I've only been taking about a trade or two a week. So I have got less trading data here, and obviously because it's been a new strategy, I've been trying to iron out the creases in that strategy, and let's just see how we've done, eh? As you can see guys, looking on the weekly breakdown for July, I've actually made a total of minus £15.04 on the account, and I haven't actually taken that many trades for July. You can see here, most of these are didn't trades. I started off more active, and then as the month went on, I resorted to only a couple of days a week. So I'm going to just input minus £15.04. So my ending balance for July is £408.07. I know this is potentially not looking good because I started with £500 in my account and I'm down just over £90, but I'm actually feeling quite okay about that because I've been trading now for just over 3 months, and if in 3 months I've only lost just over £90, I can handle that. That's fine. That's the cost of this experience, learning to day trade live and dealing with the emotions that brings. And basically my kind of goal has been about risk management and trying to keep my account alive to give me enough time to go through these experiences both technically and emotionally, and to try to develop my skills in those areas, and that's what I've been doing. And in that time I've not been setting my focus on one strategy and trading it, I've kind of been hopping about a little bit, which is probably not a good thing, but I feel like it is just a side effect of going live. It's kind of fine-tuning the trading performance, and that's what I've been doing. And especially for July, I've started off in July and I've been following this new strategy where I've been adjusting to the larger time frames. I've been trying to focus on just the pin bar candlestick trading pattern strategy, which I do go into more detail on in my other video. I'll include a link if you want to check that out. But what I'm trying to say, I guess, is that I've had a lot of different learning curves to process through in July, and I'm not surprised that I've made a loss. I've actually made a larger loss than June by about £4. But again, it is the cost of learning, and I feel like I'm starting to get somewhere with July, because as the month progressed, I did start to focus more on this strategy that I'm looking for, because I do know that I took a few unnecessary losers in July because I wasn't trading my strategy or it wasn't quite right. And it's just those adjustments to learning that you have to experience. You've got to learn, haven't you? So just jump into the trade record sheet here, and I'm just going to compare from June and July. So in June, my accuracy was a lot better. I had 39% accuracy, whereas in July it's 35%. I did take only 14 trades in July, whereas in June I took 28. So I have traded a lot less. Unfortunately, my P&L has come down a bit as well. I managed to get that higher in June, 1.3 to 1, but in July I've been having a profit and loss of almost 1 to 1, which isn't very good, especially with the lower accuracy, which is obviously why I've resulted in a loser. But I have been keeping my risk very low to just try to manage all of this so that I can focus on practicing and learning and developing these skills. So I've made £21.42. I've lost £36.32 together with the financing, because I have been holding some overnight positions, and my total net is minus £15.04, which roughly is just under minus 4% on my account. And just kind of looking over the data here, I can see that the two winners I had towards the beginning of the month were not at the full potential. I mean, this was a bailout winner, barely break even. And obviously there's a lot of red here, so I have taken a lot more losers than winners. But from memory, from taking these trades, I do know that some of these have been unnecessary, and it's just the result of practicing this new strategy. So I'm just going to scroll across now and just have a quick look at my setups and descriptions here. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the losers. Wedge break, no retest. There's no reference of this to my strategy, so that's not the strategy that I should have been focusing on for this month. Risky trade here. And so far, this is the only setup where I've noted my bearish pin bar rejecting. That's the pin bar strategy, and that was actually the best trade I did, resulting in my 2% win, which was quite good. And I've also noted here that I took my profit at my 2% target, but I could have actually held this trade to get a total of 7% from the move. So there's definitely some thoughts here of how I can let my winners run, which I will be noting in my review. So straight away, I'm just going to note some obvious points that I recognise. So I need to focus on trading my strategy as per my trading plan, which is the pin bar candlestick pattern strategy. I've noticed that there have been a lot of losers, but a lot of them have, I think, has been me adjusting from trading intraday to trading my time frames. I've kind of had this crossover period where I feel like I've taken more losers because I'm trying to adjust to this new strategy, and I feel like I've just got to keep going with it and just try to keep disciplined, keep focused, maybe kind of read up on my plan before I trade so that I know exactly what I'm looking for, and just carry on practicing really. So focus on my strategy as per my trading plan. I mean, naturally my goals here are to increase my accuracy, which will come from focusing on my strategy and my plan. And with my profit and loss ratio being a bit lower, I feel that's probably because at the beginning of the month I did take a few bailout trades, so I didn't let them run, so I didn't manage to get the higher profit that I would have ordinarily got from the winning trade. But obviously that would also come from my accuracy. They are quite connected like that, so if I can improve my accuracy to take more winners, then naturally I will hold my winners for longer as per my risking 1% to make 2 and increase that profit and loss ratio. So I've got a lot of tweaking to do from looking at this month's data. And let's just check out some of these corrective actions. Okay, so this trade where I actually took a 45 cents pence winner, was because I was at close to my 1.5% profit target, and I must have adjusted my stop to break even because the price action shot up and hit my break even stop and got me out, and then later on it got back to that target, so I was too quick to reduce my stop on that one. I haven't done that since because throughout the month I've written this down and I've taken that on board. So it is just little mistakes and errors like this that I'm kind of working through, really. I think I mentioned this point on a previous video, to think about how to let winners run. Because I've come from a sort of stock market background where you could sell half of your share position. So if I had 500 shares, I could sell 250 shares at a certain profit target and then let the remaining 250 run to sort of capitalize on getting more profit. I don't appear to have that facility trading Forex with Wanda using MetaTrader 4. So what I was thinking of doing, it's a little bit difficult now because I am using the smallest position size, managing my risk while I practice, as I said, manage my account. But as I can kind of take higher position size in as my account grows, I'm thinking about how I can let my winners run. And all I'm thinking at the moment is maybe taking 2 half-size positions. So if I take 2 0.01 position size trades, and I could set one to sell or buy depending on whether I'm long or short at a kind of 2% target, and then let the other one run and just kind of monitor it and maybe have a trailing stop on that at different percentage points. That's something I am thinking about, but I feel like I'm not quite ready for that yet. Although I could certainly take more profit, like this trade I showed you where I made 2% but I could have made 7. Still, if I take 2 trades now, I feel like I'd be raising the risk on my account, and I don't feel like I'm ready for that just yet because I need to just get my strategy working more properly first. I need to get my accuracy up, I need to get my profit and loss ratio up as well. So perhaps when I can kind of improve my metrics in that way, whether it takes a month, 2 months, or however long, at that point I will probably think about taking 2 positions for trades and letting them run. But for now, it's just something I'm going to observe and make a note of in my data and see how it would affect me, really. And something else that seems to be quite apparent in my reflections from my data is that I'm not waiting for an accurate signal before I take a trade. So quite a few losers I've come across, either there wasn't a valid support and resistance, or I didn't have my clear candlestick signal to get into a trade. Effectively, a lot of my losers have been unnecessary because they haven't matched my strategy and I've taken them anyway. So I do feel like a lot of my learning and my reflections from this month is to focus on my strategy, which will align with my accuracy and have a knock-on effect of profit and loss. So I'm hoping that if I can focus more on my plan and my strategy, then maybe I can improve my trading data for next month. So there are my reflections for July, to focus on trading my strategy and my plan, most importantly. In the background, I will be thinking about how to let winners run, but it's not quite a priority at the moment because I want to focus entirely on my strategy. I want to look for clear signals before I take a trade. And also I want to focus more on following the trend because the trend is your friend, isn't it? But as you guys can probably see from my screen, it's actually the 7th of August when I'm filming this. This week, the first week of August, I haven't actually taken any trades because I've had a little summer holiday trip on the boat and I've been taking some time off. You know, it's the summer holidays, trading tends to get a little bit quieter at this time, and in line with that, I'm kind of thinking about using this time to just, as I'm doing now, reflecting. I'm still going to look at the charts. I'm going to try to be a lot more selective, so I might take less trades again in August, but I will be trying to focus more on quality, on my plan and on my strategy, and then taking the best trades that match those. And if that means no trades, then I'm going to try to find some sense of comfort with taking no trades if my trade isn't there. But meanwhile, I'm going to study up. I've been reading some really good books. I finished reading the Candlestick Trading Bible. If you've not read that, I definitely recommend that. It's a great book on price action. I'll put a link below to that book. And I've been starting some books by Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. So, you know, drop me a comment if you've also read that, because I've watched some of his YouTube videos and he's really great with trading psychology. So I'm looking to get more knowledge on that. But a little trading recap for July. I hope you've enjoyed it. Do drop me a like if you have, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks guys. Bye.